Hello. I hope everyone is doing well. Someone whom I respect very much wanted me to explain why I said that water is thicker than blood. Scientifically, we all know blood is thicker than water. We know that. But in the real world, in real life, we use that as a metaphor for blood being family, what you're born into, and water, associates, friends, and strangers. So everyone should already know that for me, wisdom on the go is a big deal. It's a big deal. Um, it's not easy. It really is not easy. It wasn't easy coming to this decision to do wisdom on the go. And it's not easy sometimes when I have to talk about things that's very painful to me and events um, that really stir up some very painful memories. And, because I'm just reliving those things all over again every time that I speak about them. Wisdom on the go is vital. Um, it's vital to my healing. It's vital to me as a person to share my story so that others who may be going through the same things can see that just because you're in that place or you went through that storm doesn't mean you have to stay in that place or allow that storm to overtake you. So that's why I do wisdom on the go. Because we're not alone in this world. And when you're going through things, sometimes you feel like I'm alone. My granddaughter in the background. Yeah, she wants the spotlight too. Um, Sometimes you feel like you're alone. I did. Um, it's not easy just letting it all hang out. But it does help me when I let it all hang out. When I'm just honest and I just say what is and what was, and I just express my feelings. And I really, in my opinion, believe that there are people being healed by my self therapy that I call wisdom on the go. There are people being healed. There are people that are listening, and whether it be most or a fragment of what I'm saying, it matters not. What matters the most is we're standing on a common ground and they're finding some peace within themselves while they're moving through to get to that place that I call better, the better you. So I have to do this. I have to do it. Um, some things that I speak about is not, not experiences at all. It's just my opinion on how we're living life and how we should be living a little better than that. A lot better than that. It's bringing awareness and consciousness. And we need a whole lot more people um, doing that. We really do. We need a lot more people doing that. We cannot just keep allowing each other to travel down these roads and keep making mistakes, you know. Keep doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results is ignorance. And we can't allow each other to do that. So part of what I'm doing is bringing awareness, is opening eyes, so people can see where they're making their mistakes, and hopefully they can start making changes, in their lives, so they can get away from those things and they can start living better. You know, we want to awaken the senses. We want to awaken the heart. We want to awaken the soul. We want to awaken the mind. Because a lot of us are brain dead. A lot of us really are brain dead. And it's very important that we do whatever we need to do, you know, pull out that defibrillator and pump life back into each other. That's what we need to be doing on a daily basis. I notice that, I get lots of love from my water. I do. My water, it overflows, you know, and it's comforting. It really is comforting because they let me know that I'm not in this thing alone. They let me know that they're there, that they're listening, you know, that they understand, and that they're, taking heed. They're comprehending, what I'm saying to them. And that what I'm doing makes a difference. And when you have a lot of moments of self-doubt, you need that. We all do. Because I know for a fact, there's not one person that has went through anything or had traveled down any road and didn't have any doubt about what they were doing. Feel like maybe I shouldn't. Be it good or bad. That self-doubt, when it's bad, you keep on having that. But when we doing something good, something positive, sometimes we get in our own way and we start feeling like maybe I shouldn't, maybe no one's this. I'm just speaking for me because I've been there. I've done that. And it gives me strength. It gives me strength when you have those moments of self-doubt and then someone comes along and tell you you're doing a good job and that they appreciate the efforts that you're putting in, because it's not, by any stretch of the imagination, it's not easy. It's not easy bearing your soul. It's like confession to the whole world, and that's not an easy thing to do. But the reality for me is that it's my healing. I don't have to live in the dark anymore. I'm in the light. So with me being in the light, I expose myself just for who I am, what I've done, so on and so forth. And a lot of which I do not particularly, I do not really like. But I was in a state of ignorance. I was misguided, misled. I didn't have the information that I have today. And so because I know that, I accept the roads that I travel. It just is what it is. I would like for my blood to be thicker. I would like for my blood to reach out sometimes, and there are some that do, and they know who they are, that reach out and they make their presence known. They make their presence known that we're listening and that we care. And it means a lot. Because we all just want to be cared for, right? We all just want to be heard. I mean, I'm not asking for nothing that nobody else, wouldn't expect. That's all we want. We want to have a voice. And when we lift our voice, we want to know that people are hearing us. We don't want our words to fall on deaf ears. We don't want our efforts to be in vain. So it would be nice if my blood was thicker. And they would, make their presence known, with my wisdom on the go. And they may be listening and they may be tuning in and they just don't say anything. They may be. I don't know. But it does a sister good when you say something. When you just thumbs up to let me know that you're there and you support what I'm doing. Because that's all really it's about. Support. Right? Now, some of us, family is distant. Every man for himself. Every man for himself. And it's such a shame. It's such a shame because we should not be like that. We should not live our lives like that. Our blood, like you say, is supposed to be thicker than water. And I'm supposed to be able to call on you, count on you, depend on you, you know. And if no one else supports me, then I'm supposed to have the support or can always expect the support of family. But that's not how it is most times. Most times everybody is just for themselves. And it's no good. And then when we say we're going to do things, speaking as family as a whole, because there's a lot of families like this, we say we're going to do things, we don't never come through, don't never show up, not supporting each other and the things that's important. I had somebody one time tell me, because they're not into poetry, they don't want to hear my poetry. Well, I'm a poet. I love to write poetry. I love to write songs, So just because you're not into it, what that got to do with me? You can't support what I'm into because you're not into it? If I'm having an event just for you to come out, that don't have to necessarily be your scene. But for you to come out and just show your support, that's what family does. I'm just saying. If I can't count on you as family, who can I count on? Who can I count on? And we tend to get in this thing, families, where when something is going wrong, we all want to rally together, but when everything is going right, we not really. And then the rallying together is really only, if you ask me, most of the time, is for show. For sure, because you're there for that brief moment and then you're gone. Funerals, deaths, all that, everybody coming together and we mourning. And then, we trying to bear everybody talk about, let's build the family back up. We're going to get the family back together. Then, days from now, you ain't talking to them. We ain't heard from you. Ain't seen you. Invite you to things. You don't show up. You have things. Don't invite the family. We would like to be a part of what's going on in your life, too. I'm just saying. But you invite all the water. But you pick and choose what blood you want to flow through your environment. I don't get it. I don't get it. Now, if that blood is tainted, then maybe you want to think that through. But that's not always the case. That's not always the case. And then some of us walk around like we better than. You're no better than me. I'm no better than you. All this whole competition thing, you got to have all of this and have all of that, I'm going to get this, and it's all for envy, So you can have more than other family members. Where we get that from? Why? I don't get it. Why? We're not in a competition. If I come up, you come up too. We're family, right? I don't get it. I truly don't understand it. And, I see it a lot in a lot of families. A lot of families. Yes, you got eyes, you can see. And I'm sure that some of y'all done seen some of these things that I'm speaking about in your own family. We out here, we making bad decisions and doing things, and you want to talk behind our back and put us down. But meanwhile, you should be, if you can do all of that talking behind my back and put me down, and you can pull me to the side and lift me up. You got all this negative stuff to say about me when I'm making bad decisions. Why can't you just come to me and help me to make some better ones? Isn't that what family do? That's what family do. And then when I come around, you want to act all, 50. That's fake. You flip-flopping. When I'm not around, I'm this and I'm that, and you put me down. When I'm around, you want to act like we all cool and everything gravy. No. No. I like 100. Actually, give me 1,000. Just give me all of it. Because it doesn't matter to me, because there's nothing that you could tell me personally that I don't already know about myself. Now, when you go and you speak to someone about the things that they're doing, there's a way in which you do it. You still do it with tact and respect, and allow them some dignity. Even when they buffing up, you know, don't put them down, but you give it to them softly, mild, respectfully, and let them know, I know you can do better. I see what you're doing, and I just want to see you do better than what you're doing. And give them the rundown of what this world is really like. Because if you continue on the pattern that you're on, you're only setting yourself up for more failure. So you have to align yourself with success. And part of doing that is doing things that's going to bring success. So you got to change those negative behaviors. You have to change the company that you keep. You have to start doing things differently, and it's a way in which we can relay that to the people that we love, and they'll receive it. But don't beat me up and put me down behind my back and make me feel less than when you don't even have the guts or the courage to come to me and try to help me to be better than I am. And that's what family is for, right? That's what I think. That's what I know. Okay? We all gonna make decisions that people ain't gonna necessarily understand or respect, and sometimes we ain't gonna necessarily understand them or respect them, and we gonna have a lot of regret about some of those decisions that we make. But we gotta understand, as individuals, the human factor. Okay? I'm gonna make mistakes. That's just what it is. I'm imperfect. Casually bring me back to my memories of how better I should be. When I'm doing wrong, what path to get on to be right. Don't throw stones. Don't throw stones. See, because most people, they live their life in the open, right? And most of them people that's throwing them stones, they live behind brick walls. We out in the open. You can see everything that's happening in our world, in our house. Because most of the time, most people, that's just how they are. And when you really, really buffing up, you had this I don't care factor. So most of the times, a lot of your stuff is kind of out there. The people that's hiding behind them brick walls, them the people that had the most garbage in their trash cans. But they want to talk about you. They want to put you down. They want to make you seem like you're less than, because they haven't traveled the roads you've traveled. We as individuals who are still in the state of some ignorance and doing things, against ourselves, and haven't really realized that we need to get this thing right. We don't need that. 9 times out of 10, we're still in a state because we get so much of that. But if we had somebody supporting us and helping us through, encouraging us, moving us forward, getting us to understand how valuable we are and how we should be doing things differently, and the rewards that come along with it, it would help us to be better and getting off of those paths of destruction and coming back over to something good and righteous. We don't need any help, with you beating us down. And some families, some members in the family do that. And it's not good. It's not good at all. But then you have total strangers who take time out of their schedules to help you and do things for you and really help you to kind of see your worth in some ways. And that speaks volumes. And that's why again, I say that sometimes water is thicker than blood, right? Now, we're not talking about the whole element of H2O and blood. We're not talking about that. I'm pretty sure we all get where I'm going with this. The people that's sticking with you in your corner and kind of helping you to carry through and kind of see some worth in you, those people, are the people on the outside. But the people on the inside, really, they not showing the support that they should be showing to help you. Because I tell you, we can move further if we stay together. We most certainly can. Most certainly can. I mean, you keep building somebody up, keep giving them a push, keep giving them a push. They can only succeed. How can they fail? How can they fail? If you're whispering words of strength in their ear, how can they fail? But at every turn, you're tearing them down. I mean, you can only expect them to continue to be in a state of loss. You're not helping the situation. And whether you know it or not, the people that do that in families, you're suffering a loss too. And my reality to that is your loss is greater because you have knowledge and you're not sharing it. You're not helping your brother to be better or your sister to be better. You're not helping to move us forward. You're not in our ear. You're not giving us encouragement. You're not giving us support. And as family, as a family unit, that is what we do. That's how we keep the family unit strong. We are divided in our families. We are divided in our families. And that's why our family units are failing. That's why they're so divided. They're so weak. It goes back to that mental slavery. It really does. I can be your sister, right? My skin is lighter than your skin, so I'm closer to the house. Your skin is darker, you way out in the field. And then, so the people that have divided us, they put some kind of stigma in your mind to make you think that I think that I'm better than you because I'm closer to the house or in the house. When in fact, that's far from the truth. I'm no different from you. And even though I try to show you that every day, the fact that they have divided us and you see the divide, you refuse to believe that in my heart I still feel like we are equal. Divide. Because you do one thing and I do something different, you know. It's all a mind game. And it started way back when. Way back when. Oh, so and so thinks she better than the family, so and so and so and so and so and so. Because so and so want a little bit more for herself. Because so and so trying to move forward and improve and do things differently, and break the chains of some of these negativities that, negative things that kind of curse the family. Because she don't fall into all the gossip and the doing all that extra stuff. She thinks she better. No. She just want more. So you're mad at her. So you talk about her as though she's, the problem. When in fact, it sounds to me like you're the problem. You yourself. Because you should be happy that she wants something more for herself, especially if you come from nothing. And you see somebody struggle to bring themselves out of that, to have something, you should be congratulating that. You should. And as family, sometimes we do not. We do not. Sometimes as family, we would rather see you down in the dirt than to see you up. Why? Because as long as you down in the dirt, you looking up at me. But as soon as you start to stand up and we seeing eye to eye, you don't like that. Why? We supposed to be carrying each other along. You should want for your brother what you want for yourself. You should want for your sister what you want for yourself. If you want to be successful, why don't you want that for your brothers and sisters? Encourage positive behavior. And encourage people that's trying to move forward and do good things in life. Encourage that. It speaks to the character of who you are. And though we as people can't really see unless you put that out there, guess who see it? Guess who know? He read hearts and souls. He know what you're going to do before you even do it. He know your whole thought pattern. And you're not fooling nobody. You're not fooling anyone. Just because I don't know, and I don't need to know. He do. And that's all that matters. And you will be judged by that. We need to stop leaving our people by the wayside and start grabbing their hands and pulling them along with us so they can see that the same things I have, you can have too, and there's worth in you. We need to start encouraging each other and lifting each other up and strengthening this family unit, because if we don't, it's only going to get worse as the generations go on, because Lord have mercy. I mean, if you look at the kids, the young people having these kids now, if we don't get this thing right, there will be no family unit. There will be no family unit. Cain and Abel all over again. We need to do better. We really do. And we need to start supporting each other. When I rise, you rise. We rise together. We are a unit. You know. We need to be uplifted. People have information, know things, have resources, so on and so forth. They don't want to share. A person is really so caught up on this crazy stuff that people will have something, right? They'll go out and buy an outfit or whatever. Somebody said, oh, that's nice. Where you get that from? They don't want to tell you where they got it from. Why? Why? It wasn't made just for you. And there's many other people that have it. Why can't I have one too? What's up with that? Just want everything for self. Greed. Greed. It's a dog eat dog world. And we like crabs in a barrel, like they say. And you're trying to climb up out of there. You just want to see the light of day. You don't want to get cooked in that pot. Nobody does. Why are you pulling me back down? You help me out. Somebody will help you. We build a chain and then we can all help each other out of it. Nobody gets cooked. Let's devise a plan for us all to be successful. Let's start supporting each other in our endeavors. Let's make it known that we stand together. Let's make it known that we hear you, we understand you, and we're with you. We're family, we're one, we're united. Let's live in that. We need water just as much as we need blood. But if you ask me, we need blood more. It's vital to our existence. Okay? Just picture your body without blood. How long you gonna live? You can live longer without water than blood. So let's be smart. And let's start strengthening our family units. Let's let our water and our blood be thick. And let's let it work together for the good of mankind. Let's help each other to move forward and progress in this life. Let's stop being against each other. Stand with each other. Let's be strong-minded individuals. Let's take these chains of slavery off our mind. I'm no better than you. You're no better than me. We are equal, and we are fighting for the same great cause. We just want to be successful in this life. We just want to be better. We just want to move forward. We do not want to be enchained or enslaved anymore. We do not want to be held down anymore. And we all can work together to get there. We do not have to work individually or apart. It takes us longer to accomplish our mission. So please, let's work together. Let our blood and water be thick, each serving its own purpose, but united nonetheless. Okay? All right. I love y'all. I'm always going to give it to you real. I don't know no other way to be. Blood and water. Thick. United we stand. Divided we fall. MJK.